Today I'm going to be giving a film review for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Now this is a spin-off of the Star Wars film series, which consists of 7 episodes at this point. So this is the first spin-off film, which they are actually called anthology films too as well. Now this details the events of the rebels, who actually managed to steal the plans to how to destroy the Death Star, and they managed to get it to the rebels. Now this film is actually set right before the events of Episode 4, A New Hope, where we are introduced to the character of Jyn Erso. Now at this point she's like a little girl in the film. She's still like a very young girl. You get to see her father, who's played by Mads Mikkelsen. Her father's name is I think it's Galen. It was Galen. What it is? Yeah, Galen Erso. So he's actually the father of Jyn Erso. Now at the same time, he's also supposed the creator or the man behind the Death Star, the huge space station which can destroy a whole planet, which was first introduced in Episode 4, A New Hope. So he gets into a conflict at the beginning of the film, and then something happens that, then Jyn Erso, she managed to escape, I won't spoil everything that goes on, she managed to escape. Then it jumps into present day, where it's present day, well not present day, but during the era of Episode 4, A New Hope, during that era, You also get to see Galen have a conflict with Orson Krennic, and he's I guess you could say the antagonist of the film, the big villain of the film, and he's the director of advanced weapons for the research of the Imperial military, basically. Because he even has his own white uniform, which is kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of Admiral Thrawn, who was from the expanded universe, But I know they kind of say that in Canada, but he does kind of remind me of him to a certain extent, just his look, But other than that, after this little incident happens, they comes to capture, because Jyn Erso and her father, Galen, Erso and his wife, they are hiding from the Imperials, but the Imperials find out where their location are, and they get inside the conflict, and Jyn Erso, she managed to escape, and then it jumps into the, I said, the present, during the era of A New Hope, Episode 4. So then we find, Felicity Jones, playing, Jyn Erso, and they actually have to have, Jyn, they need her help to require the plans to how they can destroy this Death Star. Once they learn about this Death Star, they need to find out how they can get the plans, to destroy. And it turns out that her father did leave behind a message to her, saying she survived, that she wants her to, because she actually grew up with this guy known as Saul. Yeah, he's played by Forrest Whitaker, and I think his name is it's Saul. I think it's Guerrero. I think because he's actually in the he was actually made his debut in the Clone Wars episode, animated series. He actually made his debut in that, so I thought that was kind of cool and interesting. But he's actually he actually is the one that raised Jyn, but you don't actually get to see this. You just get to see when he finds her, and it jumps into the Episode 4, A New Hope era, So you get to see Felicity as a much an adult woman now at this point, and she still knows that she believes that Saul is still out there somewhere, But supposedly he abandoned her, but she needs his help to find out, to find out how she can locate her father and so on, what's his location. And then they do find out all this and that, all that and that. So that's what the film is about. She has to find out where the plans are, she has to find her father, then find out where are the plans, how to locate the plans to destroy the Death Star, so they can get them to the rebels, which is Princess Leia and all and that, So along the way she goes across different planets, she meets various different characters, which are kind of cool and interesting. I thought the main one that really stood out was the droid they had. There was it was once an Imperial droid, but they had captured it and reprogrammed it, and I think it's known as K-2SO. I think that was his name, Yeah, he was a former Imperial droid, which I thought was kind of cool, and they took him and wiped his memory and made him a part of of the rebels. So I thought that was kind of cool and interesting, And then you also have Donnie Yen in the role of a blind warrior, who has a strong belief in the Force, Now I thought his performance, Donnie Yen, 'cause I'm a fan of Donnie Yen, but I thought his performance, it was kind of I don't know, it felt it was kind of forced, kind of dull, And there was points at times where he said, "The Force is with me, the Force is strong." He kept repeating that line over and over, so it seemed kind of cheesy, kind of off, But I was okay with it, it just seemed kind of out of place, And I thought another character that was pretty cool too as well was the It was a bunch of characters. I'm not gonna touch all of them because it was so many of them, in the film. That was kind of one of the, I think, the flaws of the film too as well, But I thought the chemistry in the film, I thought that was pretty cool too as well, The next major character of the film really was Cassian Andor, and he was like a rebel alliance intelligence officer. So he's like the big part of the film. He's actually with like Jen Erso, like at most of the time in the film, so you can tell he's like one of the main like characters of the film, the story arc basically. And I thought everybody did kind of cool in their role, like Forrest Whitaker as Saul. I thought his performance, it felt kind of like it was like overacted, and kind of like out of place. But it was it was okay, I was okay with it, like his performance as Saul, the one that supposedly took Jen and like they actually raised her up, as his performance is okay. But I thought Felicity Jones, I could tell, that she's like an attractive like actress too, So I thought she did good, like decent in her role too as well. And I thought Mads Mikkelsen, because I know he's been showing up in a lot of films lately as Galen Erso. He was kind of cool, for the little screen time that he had. I thought his performance was kind of okay. Then you have Ben Mendelsohn as Orson Krennic, and I like his character. I really kind of did like despise him. He's just like like he's not really like evil, but you can tell he's really he's definitely like an imperial. Like he's on, I guess you could say, supposedly like the bad side, of this crowd, So and you can see it, like you can't help but like kind of despise like his actions and the things he do, everything. Now you have other characters from like the previous Star Wars films who makes like appearances or like cameos. Like at one point you see C-3PO and R2-D2. They show up. At one point, or a couple of scenes you see Bail Organa. He's again played by Jimmy Smith. He shows up again too as well. Throughout the film. You also get to see like Mama Thama. She's in the film too as well. So I thought that was kind of cool, and interesting. And then you also get to see who else you get to see. There's like a bunch of like little hidden treats and that I thought were kind of cool, and interesting, as well. I guess another big plus to the film, it was kind of cool seeing like Darth Vader again, like back in the Star Wars films. I thought that was kind of cool, for the little screen time that he has. But he does have like an awesome battle, like like an awesome scene towards the end of the film, which I thought was kind of cool. They really fit. Like like the Darth Vader, like character basically. So I thought that was kind of cool that they did get out of the shot. Cause like, oh no, don't let this like end without him like doing anything, But they did give him like some kind of screen time, but I don't want to spoil it. But you have like some other treats in the film too as well. You have like Grand Moff Tarkin. They actually have him in the film, but he's actually CGI, like generated, like computer generated. But he looks just like Peter Cushing, And you actually can tell that it's like a CGI effect, but it looks cool. He looks like his emotions, his expressions, it look just like Peter Cushing. Plus, you also get to see one towards the very end of the film, which leads into episode 4, which I thought was kind of cool too. But I'm not going to spoil who that one is. She actually makes an appearance too as well, in that same form, But in the end, I thought this film, it has I thought it had like some pacing issues, and like I said, like Darth Vader, the screen time he did have, it was kind of short, but it was kind of cool seeing him like, and I think it was like a Bacta tank or something like that. At one point, you could tell he was in this tube thing, and he had all his clothes off and everything, like that and stuff, because he's done it before, but you really only just see like his head, But other than that, I thought some of the battles that they had in the film, I thought they were kind of cool, but they just never really like took off. They had like like the action just didn't like take off like you wanted it to. Now the end battle for the film was cool because you had like a space battle going on, then you had like a ground battle going on when they was trying to actually get like the Death Star plans to like destroy it. That sequence was kind of cool where they fighting like on the beach and stuff like that in the water. And I thought that scene was kind of awesome and cool. But the space battles in this film really stood out too as well. Because I know they had scenes like the Star Destroyers. They actually had like a Star Destroyer collide into another one. I thought that was cool because you never really seen anything like that where they like a Star Destroyer actually like crash into another Star Destroyer and like just tear it all up. I thought that was kind of awesome, because you have never seen nothing like that in like a Star Wars film. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought the director of the film, Gareth Edwards, I thought he did a pretty decent job on this film. It looks like he knows what he's doing, When you get to see us travel to like the different planets, and like stuff like that, the different aliens and spaceships and like new stormtroopers or stuff that they introduced. I thought he did a kind of cool job with that too as well. It looks like he knows what he's doing. Then like another thing too with the film though, in the end, like I said, it just feels like when you really watch it on the whole, it just feels like it really was no need for this film to be made, you know. I know they were just trying to make like a spin-off of like the Star Wars, like the main episodes, like the film franchise, you know, but it still seems like this film is kind of like pointless, you know, like it didn't really need to be made, you know. Why did they have to make a film about like the rebels who had to steal like these Death Star plans and get them to the, you know, like to the other rebels, you know. So I thought that was kind of, you know, it just like, it feels like it really was no need for this film, basically, you know. But in the end, you know, and I'm definitely gonna be seeing this again, you know. That's why I hate to actually go about like with a one-time review, like, you know, base my review on a one-time like viewing, you know, come and definitely see this again, you know, and it may get better and it may grow on to me more, you know, I may like it even more, you know. So that's why I kind of, you know. But other than that, you know, in the end, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get. I want to give it a C, but I'm gonna go ahead just because I'm a big Star Wars fan, a huge Star Wars fan, with favorite video franchise. I'm gonna aim at just giving this a B minus. And this is my review for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. All right.